Hi Gemini, welcome to your High Priestess reading for me. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below, as well as the recommend a reader shout out, which goes to the Jezebel Way Tarot. Love and support to her. Check her out, show her some love. This is intended to be a romantic love reading, but it may and has resonate in other areas of your life as well. Also, this could resonate as yours or your person's moon, rising, or Venus. My voice has been doing weird things for the past week, but I'm prepared. I have lozenges and water, so let you know that. If it gets weird, I'm prepared. All right, so we got your intuition. This is a fool's journey through the tarot, major arcana anyway, that I've been doing. We come to the High Priestess. We're checking in on your intuition for the year, what your intuition is going to be telling you, what you can do with that. All right. Could be about your relationship, your romantic life in general, or, as I said, another area, and it has shown up in other areas for other people. So there it is. All right, Gemini, we got the High Priestess, Pisces or Cancerian, and the Fool. Okay. Gemini, Virgo, or Aries. All right. Still sorting out what your new beginning looks like, Gemini. Justice, that could be Libra. Page of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, Five of Cups, Seven of Cups. Is that straight? It is. Okay. I'm going to set these here and get the little guys. Move lozenges. My grandma used to call them suckies. Move suckies out of the way. All right. All right, Gemini. What's this justice about here? Yeah, this is someone that's not interested. It is time for you to accept the reality of the situation and make some decisions about that. That this indeed has ended. I think you're still kind of percolating on what your next steps are, though, or the things are still your because you got, instead of you looking outward to go kind of connect outwardly, this is you looking inward to figure out how you feel, what's been going on, and what your intuition is telling you right now is that there needs to be time for you to think about this and to grieve and to think about your next move. Your next move. What's this justice about? Oh, there it is. Hold on. Let me get a sucky because I can feel the dry spot hitting. Hold on a minute. Cats are going nuts in the background. And they're shutting the door because it's getting loud. Okay. Not cats. All right. Thank you. What's this justice about? What's this justice about for Gemini? Page of Cups. Okay. Page of Pentacles about for Gemini. High Priestess. High Priestess. Okay. So it's as you suspected then. All right. This Three of Pentacles about. They're not making any moves towards you either, but they are thinking about you. But they're not. They're kind of feeling like you are not, Gemini. You're not far from their thoughts, but they're not ready to change their position. And it's as you suspected, that they were incapable of giving what you wanted to this connection. And it's much easier for some reason lately, the past 2 months, probably since, ironically, because that's holidays and festivities, right? But for some reason, that's when it started to feel okay that this situation was in separation, or it was the way it was, that this person wasn't making the effort to reconnect or to talk about things, that they were actually going to leave things the way it was. What's this Nine of Pentacles for Gemini? Nine of Pentacles. Hanged Man, that could be Pisces. I'm going to go through it again. Hold on. Pardon me. What's this Five of Cups about? So this is Hanged Man. That could be Pisces. Pardon me. Five of Cups. Yeah. Even if it's not over, you're done. Like you've come to a certain resolution about this, that this is indeed, this was pretty pivotal, this relationship, but you're kind of, instead of feeling left behind, you're starting to feel like, you know what, it's time for me to move on from this. So this is about you closing this out, and you've been thinking and wanting to connect actually intuitively, instead of it being about keeping this intuitive or this psychic and spiritual connection with this person alive, even over the distance and over the separation. Excuse me. This has turned into you accepting the disconnect for what it is and grieving appropriately because it's time. Intuitively, you know this is time, and exploring other options. What's your new start going to look like? Oh no, let's figure that out. That's you saying that, not me. Ooh, yay. The sun. All right. Okay, so that could be Leo. This has been a long time coming, I think, for you to end or break this connection that you've had with this person. It's been hard for you to do that. But the focus has shifted because it's like you're in limbo. And there's not been a promise of reconciliation or reconnection or anything. This has been solely you kind of still keeping this connection alive, intuitively or psychically. That a lot of mental energy has gone towards thinking about this person, and your person actually thinks that things are as they should be. They think about you quite a bit, but they're not going to make any effort. So intuitively, this is about you finally accepting that. And instead of staving off the grief and the disappointment and sadness, you're actually like, you know what? Okay, it's time. I know it's time. I can feel it's time. I need to accept this, plain and simple. Very simple. I just need to accept it and pursue other options, which look very good, honestly. This also, you kind of, for the Geminis I'm reading for, you've actually kind of done a deep dive on this and wanted to figure out, because this was a pretty pivotal, important relationship for you. So you've done a deep dive on this and wanted to figure out what and why. And that's going to be, your focus isn't on finding another relationship. For the Geminis I'm reading for, your focus for the year is about connecting intuitively with yourself and looking inward and doing what feels right, or what you're not in any hurry. There's no urgency anymore. Something has clicked. I don't know what it is, but I mean, we got the High Priestess twice here. This is a strong psychic intuitive pull, but it was work before to keep that connection alive, and they weren't, you two were in disconnect. You weren't together, but there might have been this attachment to this, fantasy that they were still thinking about you as much as you were thinking about them, because why would they be on your mind so much? And you're ready to let that go now, and you're ready to not be in any hurry to connect without, so to speak, but to connect within, and figuring out what you want. Figuring out what you want. You're not in any hurry. This is being okay with being okay. This is putting the past where it is. This is processing and ending, accepting your turn of good luck, the blessing in disguise that it is, and looking at your choices. You and your person are fine. You are fine where you're at. You actually are better than fine. It's just, I think a lot of your energy has been for the Geminis I'm reading for, a lot of your energy has been looking at your person, like psychically looking at your person, still kind of keeping that alive, or kind of, and you're not, the focus has shifted to you. And this might sting a little bit, but there hasn't been the attention to you in their mind that you think there has. They think about you in terms of the importance on their life and the time spent, but they don't think about how to get back to you. They're not thinking about reconciliation. They're not thinking about offering anything. This is them simply trying to process an ending and put it where it makes most sense for them. But this is not anything that they plan to do anything with. It's just something they're trying to either bury or appropriate, or they're trying to put it in its proper place. It might be bugging them, but there's nothing that they plan to do about that. There's no energy, movement, anything. And that's actually for your betterment, because you've got big things coming. And you're okay with it. Finally. There's been a shift in perspective here. What else for Gemini? Yep. Queen of Swords. That could be Libra, but we got Libra here and Libra here. That's that looking at things honestly, looking at what is, making decisions, or like it's time. It's like that sense of, okay, it's time to deal with this. It is time. I need to look at this objectively and honestly, and shift focus from trying to keep this intuitive connection alive to actually seeing what I want and what feels best for me. Because I would say, okay, well, they feel it too, but they don't. They're not trying to keep anything alive. They're actually trying to figure out what to do with what happened. But it's in no way, for the Geminis I'm reading for, this isn't about them coming back. It's just about them trying to figure out where to put it. House for Gemini. There's that ending, Wheel of Fortune. So you're in decision making, intuitively letting logic and intuition, using that to sort this out for you, because you're finally ready to. It's not painful anymore. For the Geminis I'm reading for, this is not painful anymore. And this is you starting to become optimistic about your future. Starting to like your chances, like your choices. And it's not just focused on one person or one relationship or one thing. You've just opened yourself up to a whole possibility this year. Like a huge load has been lifted. And I mean, this is you being like, well, what do I want to tackle first? What do I want to do first? What do I want? Nice. Okay. Keep doing exactly what you've been doing, because this is you leisurely sorting through things and being in a good place emotionally and mentally to do so. This is, for this year at least, this is you getting to do what you want when you want. Not, just trashing through things, but enjoying things. There's been a huge load lifted. Levity, celebration, joy. Being with those you love and around your friends, and maybe dating, maybe not. It's not just any one thing that's going to take you to this place. It's everything coming together. You have a lot of choice here, and you have a lot of fun exploring those choices. And that's not a euphemism for something. That's you not being locked into any one thing or one person. This could even be not about romance. Since it's ending, you're not wanting to get involved again. This is you wanting to pursue other things. This is you wanting to figure out what you want. Maybe it doesn't look like what you thought it did or when you were connected. This is all of that. Because the worst is over. It doesn't hurt anymore for the Geminis I'm reading for. And your whole rest of your year just opened up. And your intuition is telling you, as you probably know already, that it is time to celebrate. It is worst. The worst is over. You've been doing the work. You've been doing what you're supposed to be doing, which is why you're here at this point. You've been doing this sort of the emotional excavation, the spiritual excavation. You've been spending a lot of time inwardly, instead of looking to replace or to. You've been doing the work, which has led to this change for you now. And the surprise here, I think, is that you're not focused. This is for the Geminis I'm reading for. This wasn't to get you ready for the next relationship. This has actually opened up a whole nother realm of choice for you that you're actually having a lot of fun with. Which you should. This is a return for this year for the Geminis I'm reading for. This is a return to self, happiness, joy, the load being lifted, figuring out what you want to do next. All good things waiting to open up for you. Nice. Yay. Oh, no. Wait a minute. What else for Gemini? That's one. Okay. I like it. 8 of Swords. Good. In this case, okay, sorry. I like this because this is you not doing, instead of it being fear-based and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. This isn't that. This is you choosing to do nothing until you have all the information. This is you still figuring out your options and choices and being strategic about it. This is not you rushing out and doing the thing. This is not you saying, I don't know what to do. This is you considering all the options and not making a move until you have all the information. Because you got this brand new beginning, as it were, and you don't want to squander. It's like you're like, I'm in no hurry. I'm going to take time, get information, and this is about figuring out what you want to do using logic and intuition, considering your emotions, making decisions, being strategic about what you think would bring you the most joy. This is great, actually. Why am I not more happy? Oh, because I don't want to get all giddy because throat's going to get out. It's going to start cracking. What else for Gemini? Earth connection. Yay, becoming grounded. Look at those swords grounded in the earth. This is about being grounded. There's not, I don't think, there's pentacles there. There's pentacles here. But this is about you making decisions based on facts, being very grounded, being very in charge of what your next steps are. Yay. Good for you. Having your feet on the ground. None of this flightiness, none of this worry. Because you've done the work before, because I mean, it's not that it was fun, right? But you did what had to be done, and the worst is over, and now you've got all these opportunities opening up. It's time. If you've been thinking, no, it's fanciful thinking, like this is fleeting, or oh my gosh, no, you've done the work. That's why this is come about the way it is, where you have all this choice and these options now, and just, I mean, work, school, whatever. It's not just in romance either, because you're not hurrying for that, but there's other areas of your life that are thriving and that you might want to devote time to, hobbies, or you just for the rest of the year. Honestly, I don't know what's going on. Well, maybe your birthday, but there's something there is a romantic opportunity coming in. Not sure if you're going to want to take it or not, but for the Geminis that I'm reading for, you're happy, just wanting to see what's available and make some decisions. But there's no, maybe that's why I'm not all giddy. But yeah, it's good. It's good. There's no drama here. There's no drama, and there's no fear. That's not making a move until you have all the choice or the information. This is okay. That's for Gemini. Knight of Wands. That could be Leo. Knight of Cups reversed. Yeah. So it's not about getting into a serious relationship. It's not about the romance of things. This is not about you pursuing a romantic relationship. That could be the bottom of the totem pole for you. I mean, that's not about that. This quite possibly could be your focus is on money, business, dating, travel, just living your life how you want to live it, when you want to live it, the way you want to live it. This is you doing all the things and having fun. Having choice, having fun, doing all the things, not being centered or focused on romance, not in pursuit of romance. That might feature, but it's not your only pursuit this year. This is you wanting to have fun. It's time. You need a break. For the Geminis I'm reading for, this was pretty stinking heavy. This past about 2 years, you've been kind of nurturing this hope or wish or psychic connection, or also consider that this might be a very psychic or intuitive year for some of you. We got the High Priestess showing up twice, and this right, we got the Justice. We got two ladies that are blind. This one blindfolded too? Is that a headband? But that's like being logical, using your logic and intuition to guide future choices. Your intuition is featuring very strong here as far as your decision making throughout the year. Divinely led, I guess, but also feeling pretty darn confident in your choices because it feels right. That's good. Nothing wrong with that. Okay. I hope this was helpful. I hope to see you in the next reading, Gemini. Love and support to you this year, the year of hindsight. Glad it's all coming together for you. All right. You take care.